Parshat Terumah. This is a shir adapted from the shiurim of Moran Hagoin Reb Leib Chasman, Zeichat Tzaddik Levrocha. To see this shir in print, please refer to our website yeshivakesertorah.org or Facebook. It says in the parsha, Daber el Bnei Yisrael, Hashem tells Moshe Rabbeinu to speak to the children of Israel, and they shall take from me an offering, etc., etc. The Baal HaTurim on our pasuk cites a medrash which explains that the Torah invokes the word daber to indicate consolation and appeasement. Hashem is sort of appeasing Klal Yisrael that they have to give tzedakah. Just as at the time of the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, Hashem tells Yeshaya Hanavi to console and appease a broken-hearted and broken-spirited people with the words Dabru al Lev Yerushalayim, a pasuk in Yeshaya 40, pasuk 2. So too here in our pasuk, the word daber refers to words of consolation and appeasement. Here the consolation was necessary, according to the Medrash, because this commandment involved a financial deprivation. Since Klal Yisrael were being asked by Hashem to contribute from their own resources towards the building of the Mishkan, they had to be addressed in a soothing and appeasing manner in order to ease the burden of giving tzedakah. This is very difficult to understand. We know the Gemara in Bechoros 40a that when Klal Yisrael left Egypt, they left with fabulous wealth. Each member of Klal Yisrael possessed 80 camels laden with gold, silver, precious gems, and pearls. We know that what they were requested to give, the tzedakah that they were requested to give, was a mere half shekel per person and an additional free will offering of any amount they wish to contribute. Surely this is hardly a sum that would make any dent whatsoever in their financial portfolio. If this is so, is it conceivable that people with such substantial wealth would be so grieved by contributing a mere half shekel to warrant the need for Hashem to tell Moshe to console and appease them? They were wealthy on their own rights, and Hashem has to appease them because they would be so grieved to have to part with their money. This is very difficult to understand. Moreover, who is it that is asking them to contribute? Hashem himself, who redeemed this enslaved and poverty-stricken nation from bondage to freedom, and bestowed upon them incredible wealth. Is it possible that Klal Yisrael could feel pain by contributing this trifling sum to the one who gave them all their massive wealth? That's the second question. Hashem himself redeemed them and asked them to give tzedakah. Is it possible that Klal Yisrael would be pained by contributing this trifling sum to the one who gave them all their massive wealth? Thirdly, for whose benefit was the Mishkan, for which they were being asked to contribute? It was for none other than Klal Yisrael's own benefit. The Mishkan was the pride and glory of Klal Yisrael. It provided a means of receiving divine forgiveness and served as an avenue of self-purification. Could a nation feel pain in contributing to a Mishkan being built for their own benefit? Fourthly, who are these people who are being asked to contribute? They were the Dor Deya, the greatest generation that ever lived. They were the generation privileged to cross the Yam Suf, where the lowliest handmaid had visions of prophecy beyond those of the holy prophet Yechezkel ben Buzi. They were the generation who were privileged to stand at Har Sinai and receive the Holy Torah. They were privy to the greatest manifestation of divine revelation since the creation of the world. Is it conceivable that people of such inordinate spiritual loftiness could feel so pained to make a contribution that it would be necessary for Moshe Rabbeinu to speak words of consolation to them? These were the highest of high people. Would people of such greatness, such a caliber of greatness, be so pained to make a contribution? How could all this be? We glean from this medrash some insight into the human nature of man. Wealthy people of the highest spiritual distinction, when asked by their own divine benefactor to give a negligible amount of tzedakah for their own benefit, feel hurt to contribute? Was it necessary for Hashem to tell Moshe Rabbeinu to placate and console them? How powerful is the Yetzer Hara within us, who convinces us not to part with that which came from our koichi v'yotzim yodi, from our own strength and power of hand, when in reality it was Hashem who bestowed upon them all that we have, in order that we may also share it with and help others. May this medrash inspire us to stand guard against this deficiency existing within us. May we be zeicher to understand the joy of giving and sharing, and to open our hearts to the majestic mitzvah that is tzedakah. Amen v'amen.